refer to himself as Kawaii is Kawaii.
Yeah, Kawaii. Hey now.
Get your game on.
Go play.
Welcome back, everybody.
Why are they bonding?
I'll throw down a vase down. Oh, mama.
Let me know when you're in, Cole, so that way I can get in after
Oh,
you're
is the
done.
thing back up?
No, just let me know, is what I'm saying. So that way,
Game is
when
up.
you're done loading in, I can get in, because it will take me less time. If I do it second.
Alright.
I mean, I can't guarantee that it'll stay up at this rate, but you know.
I can't guarantee we're gonna have a boat when we're done with this.
It's gonna be like split with 3 fucking parts.
It's gonna be. I'm hoping it's just
I
3.
feel like I don't know. I feel like just because I feel like 3 parts are more annoying than just 2. If it keeps happening, a bit more.
I mean,
Or
it's
like
just like the.
Maybe like record all of them together as just one big thing.
It'd be like the good old days of YouTube where you could only upload like 10-minute videos at a time.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that.
I mean, I don't mind if I have to like downloading the videos and then putting them back together as a single stitched Frankenstein operation if I have to. I just don't want to.
I'll do it.
I mean, you don't have to do that.
What'd you say?
I mean, you don't have to do that. It's just,
Yeah, but I'll do it though.
He's annoyed by it more so than you are. Is what he's saying.
That is fair and reasonable, I guess.
Meanwhile, the Monopoly Man has spread all throughout India. 1 million Indians are, in fact, infected with Monopoly Man-itis. We're literally talking about nothing, so it's like, well, I may as well tell you about what stupid thing I'm doing right now.
No, that's fair. That is a thing you're saying. That is fair. And I erased the well.
Ha!
The well's about to reappear,
Monopoly.
but I erased it for a while.
The Monopoly plague.
Monopoly Man-itis.
Okay, so as I was trying to say before the stream cut, first off, Jake.
I know, I'm waiting for Cole to finish loading again, so.
Cool, even if you haven't finished loading in,
back up.
tell him that you finished loading in. I really do think that the issue is strictly a matter of something up with AT&T.
Yeah.
Because
AT&T is just being shit right now because you have it, we have it, and we're having problems.
Yeah, it's an issue on both sides, so.
Yeah, AT&T.
And then Saji's over there with someone like, I don't know, T-Mobile going through his phone at a hotspot or something like that. And just doing amazing.
I have Time Warner.
Somehow I'm not sure if that's even. I'm pretty sure that's a bit worse, actually.
But somehow it's been working for me fine. I agree. I have had problems in the past, definitely.
Yeah, one of the best things I ever heard was on a live stream, and I know I've told you the story, but I've not told on stream, was listening to this one guy's live stream where he just kept getting shat on by Time Warner, just kept cutting out when they're playing a game co-op and everything. So, just, it gets to the point where I'm watching at 3 a.m. a guy having a tech support conversation with Time Warner, and they're explaining that his internet is cutting out and going down to like half a megabyte up and down per second because his internet has been running all day and it is tired, so it needs to take some time to rest. So tomorrow it should be running just fine, but right now it needs to like lay down and take a nap.
Yeah, I remember that.
That is a legitimate conversation that unfortunately it's not been recorded because, you know, California laws say you can't like record a conversation between one person who doesn't know that it's going on. So it's not recorded anymore, unfortunately, but it's one of those things like I caught it live and it was the best thing ever.
Oh, Saja, you can hop in at least.
I didn't know it was up or not.
Oh yeah, it is.
This room ain't big enough for the 4 of us.
Alright, in that case, Jake, it looks like you're no longer gonna get to play today.
Okay, fine. I'm coming in. I was waiting. I didn't get a. I didn't get.
Wait, but you're not. But whatever. I'm at like 94.
Fine. I'll pop in. Oh, why didn't?
Good old peer pressure.
Oh wait, I'm on the other table. I should be green. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
God damn it.
I am the wrong color.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. Problem solved.
Give it a minute, because I'm currently at like 85. Yeah, this is the difference between Cole, who's using a laptop, and me, who's using a tower.
Here, I'm gonna
Tower
actually,
power.
just so you guys know, I'm gonna just send something to. It'll be the same thing to both of you, but I'm sending Saji and Cole something real quick.
It's gonna be a picture of Dick Butt, isn't it?
Oh, not again, Flannery. God.
This
Every
is the
week.
4th time this week.
Digimon, go away. Fucking. Need to get rid of that. What? It's like, wait, I got an minute.
Wait a minute. How did I pick this up?
I know I'm a ghost, but this logic's flawed.
Okay, I'm in. We're good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, while my thing is loading, I'm gonna just grab something to drink.
You do that, my dude. Good luck. I believe in you. Oh.
I know Saji said that he'd end up stepping away for a moment, but Cole, I sent you and Saji both the message saying general strategy. Of course, feel free to have Chadwick mess up as much or as little as you want him to.
Chadwick, why are you're not playing the game? You're just dancing.
Oh, wait a minute. This is DARP, right? Dance Academy RP?
Yes.
And you wonder why I call you a fake obelisk. You
You're
are a
what you
slacker
are.
if I've ever seen one.
And what you are if I ever seen one? A big bitch.
Why, I'd never.
Oh, I would.
I am not a female dog. And I am not giant. Therefore, I am not big.
Well, you know what you are, slacker?
What?
You are, not you, Ayumi. You're not a slacker.
You're all
just
who
a
I am?
slifer.
Yo, daddy.
You know what you are, you slacker obelisk? You are a massive... He starts to say something, but it gets censored out.
I'm back.
Bleep!
You can't say that in 20XX.
I don't give a.
Oh my goodness.
All right, but yeah, I sent the basic strategy to you as well, Saji. You can have Noah play as well or mess up as much as possible. Your choice. But Ayemi, go ahead and roll the d20.
Okay. 4.
All right. Lightsworn is going to want to start.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll start this off then.
You show him.
Yeah. Where the fuck's my hand? The hand's on the floor. Great.
Mine's the same actually. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it does that occasionally.
Let me adjust the positions of everything because that's.
I mean, I saw everyone's card, so we just like reshuffle and redraw everything, or no?
I'll leave it up to them. I don't particularly.
You guys?
You can see mine?
I saw Saji's when they fell. So
Oh well
I
then,
got it.
yeah, then let's shuffle in that case then.
okay, Okay, so everyone reshuffle, redraw. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. Let me.
I mean, do
Want me-
we
want
have
me
to
to try-
reshuffle and redraw?
That's a good question. Do we?
You two are
No
fine.
stars.
I'm
Okay.
So I'll test it off by just drawing one card. Okay, it's fixed now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Once you
good.
adjust the height once, it should be fine.
Okay, that looks weird for me. Okay. Do I have to 1, 2, 3? Okay. I start off by placing one card face down.
Oh, your same sharing table with Jesse.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Oh,
same table.
sorry.
I'm moving it. I'm moving it.
If you want, you can move your deck to be like how Archie's is compared to Ayumi's. Might make it easier for you. And sort of just have the extra deck up here. Or that works too.
We have no field spells, I don't think. I don't
Yep,
know.
there's not a field spell in your deck, so you're good.
Ha! You
Way to
fool,
give it
now I
away!
know.
Oh, we lost. Alright, that's our excuse. Okay, good. Got that out of the way.
Next, I activate Charge of the Light Brigade. I send the top 3 cards from my deck to a graveyard, and I add 1 level 4 lower life storm monster from my deck to my hand.
Oh, mama.
The Light Brigade wasn't horses. It was a bunch of British swordsmen or horseback riders. What the hell?
Okay. Now, I'm sorry if I'm reading because I don't know some light ones.
No, you're fine. It's a level 4 or lower Lightsworn, yeah, that you get?
Yes.
Well, the easiest recommendation I could give would be because of your graveyard. I could recommend going for Lumina from your deck, a regular the Lightsworn Lumina, and then using her ability to pull out the Lila Twilightsworn Enchantress from the graveyard. That would be the
Sure, I'll
easiest
go
thing
with
I
that.
could come up with.
I'll just go with that.
Hand.
That's
Oh,
God,
mama. I just got a card in my hand.
my
I
hand's
can
really
see it.
small.
Ah. Oh, boy.
He's got. No, I'm not. He's got baby hands.
Hey, mama, don't you be talking smack about my boy Noah.
Here we go.
I'll summon.
Oh, sorry. Not trying to move it.
God.
I'm trying to expand it. Sorry.
I know the hand's just moving. I'm like, what's happening?
Oh, we can see. Oh, okay.
Your
Okay,
hand,
it's better.
your hand's about to move real quick as well, but there we go. That should be a little easier.
Now I'll summon Lumina, Lightsworn Summoner. And once per turn, I can discard 1 card target. Lightsworn from my graveyard, I'm supposed to summon it?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can even target the card that you discard. If you have a Lightsworn in hand that you want to summon.
Okay. I'm thinking what to get rid of. So, this one.
What?
Why would you drop Allure of Darkness? That would be something that you would want to use.
I don't fucking know, dude. My hand's not that good.
Want me to take a look to give a suggestion?
I'm assuming it's a better move.
Now, Flannery, if I weren't dueling, I would say sure. However,
Well, I'm thinking because this is a matter of player lack of knowledge, not character lack of knowledge.
We literally got these decks 10 minutes before game started.
yeah, that's true. That's not really good.
So, do you mind if I? Because Allure being something that the character would know you'd want to use rather than draw.
All right. I'm just gonna alt tab while you do that.
I'll just put it this way: if you have a Lightsworn monster in hand, Saja, you would want to discard that, preferably, so that you can get especially if you have a light in hand.
Okay.
There we go. That way, without having me to see anything.
Then in that case, the lore's still gone. Then.
Oh, okay. Okay, so in that case,
And then I get.
if you're still tabbed out, you can come back, Jake.
Yeah, no, I came back. I was just.
I forgot which Lightsworn it was.
You'd probably want to go with Lila, honestly, of the grave.
Her. And then I have to wait Foolish Burial to send. That's the wrong deck.
Whoa, mama. Quit borrowing my cards.
I sent Obelisk to the graveyard.
Shiri. I'll just end my turn.
All right, with that, it would end up being, just for simplicity, we'll say, since you're on the left from this perspective, Jake, you get to go.
Okay. Draw. All right. Cyber Larva in attack mode. 2 cards face down, and I'll end my turn.
During your main phase 2, I'll activate Torrential Tribute.
Oh.
When it's summoned. Not when
summoned?
it's...
Yeah, that's only on summon.
Well, then never mind. Then I just fucked up then.
Okay.
It's alright. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn.
It's just.
I'll draw a card. First, I'll play 2 cards face down.
And our graveyards are shared?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. I'll summon Assault Wyvern in attack mode.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. I can't attack, right?
No,
You can attack.
You can.
Can. Do I want to? Let's see. I could trigger a bunch of things.
You could.
Or...
Titans are my trigger.
I'll end my turn.
Okay.
Me as DM has a couple questions, but I'll just smile and nod.
That's what I thought.
Draw. I summon Marauding Captain in attack mode.
Oh god, he's upside down!
In upside down attack mode.
I'll think I'll use it now then.
Well,
Or does he have to? Or does Chadwick have to use it because
Well,
it was him?
It would be Chadwick's choice, but Marauding Captain's effect
No.
activates, allowing me to perform a special summon. And I summon Xaber Arbellum in attack
Well,
mode.
when you do that, I'll activate Torrential Tribute, destroying all monsters on the field.
I'm taking my card because...
Here,
I'll
just put it in the actual graveyard. I'm putting mine where the banish should be.
Okay, I was about to say, because I don't want resized cards.
I see. In that case, I'll set 2 cards face down. And end my turn.
You get him, Noah.
Yeah, whatever. Ow. Dabba-dabba-da. Dabba-dabba-da. Ba-da.
Yes.
Noah,
Yes.
you hear Kalen shout out from the audience. Come on, Noah, you can beat these chumps.
What about me, Kylan?
You are a chump.
Don't talk to me, you creep.
I love you too.
No, she doesn't. I activate like Sharks of the Light Brigade. Again.
You're so mean.
Aha.
Okay.
Due to
Phrases.
what's his face?
Wolf.
Wolf special ability when he's sent from the deck to the graveyard, he's special summoned. Then now summon Lumia Lightsworn Summoner.
Oh,
And
I actually forgot about something, because during your guys' end phases, you guys would have milled, too. Because Lumina's effect would have gone off, which would have also prompted Lila's effect.
do you want me to just
What do you have the card that you drew for your turn in hand still?
no, it was
Was that the charge of the Light Brigade?
no, I had Charge Light Brigade already in my hand. It was like what the hell was it?
What card did you draw for turn then? Just like
Was it, why can't I... That's weird.
yeah, if you still had this charge of the Light Brigade in hand, then that was the only thing you did this turn.
Yeah, you didn't place anything face down, so...
So you should still have the card in hand that you had for turn. Unless it's this Lumina.
Oh, I drew Lumina. Yeah, that's what I drew. That's
In
what I
that
drew.
case, go ahead and mill a total of from your deck, because both Lumina, sorry, not Lumina, the original Lumina and your Lila would have milled a total of 6 cards.
And you want
And
me to shuffle and mill or just as is?
just mill 5 more cards, because that Lumina would have been in the graveyard. And Cole, go ahead and mill yourself 6 as well, because you would have had to do it as well.
I would.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're sharing a grave. You're sharing a field is why, so...
Okay, so I get rid of 5.
Yep. Yeah, you have
Oh,
5 more,
actually, I did this.
Saji.
Okay. 2. I think I just got rid of like the same card.
You gotta get rid of 6, not 5, Cole.
Oh, is that 5?
That's
Yeah,
5.
You got 1 more.
I want to see which one.
And go ahead and draw do a draw real quick before
Oh,
you.
What?
I did deal. Whoops. Let's have Surge.
I put it in the grave.
Whoa, mama.
Okay, so I got dealt this. So does I also go to the
Yeah.
grave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
And I just draw.
Yep. Draw 1 card for turn. Yeah, I'll try to do better at remembering all that for you guys,
Yeah.
because I
Not
know it'll be
deal.
hard for you. But yeah, with that, actually, your guys' stacks will probably be pretty much fueled for the rest of the duel now.
Okay.
But yeah, don't forget to do your search off of your charge if you haven't yet.
Right. Okay. I just forgot I used that card too.
Yeah. So.
And it's a light sworn
Yep.
guy.
Any level 4 or lower light sworn. That includes Twilight Sworn.
That includes Twilight Sworn?
Yes, because they're still light sworns.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Sorry, just reading.
Reading is for nerds.
Hey, don't you be talking bad about my friend over here.
I mean, is he your friend though?
Are you my Of course we're friends.
I mean, he's destroying your deck. What a friend
No,
destroys
he
your
isn't.
deck?
You don't know a lick of strategy, little lady.
I mean, sure. You know what cards are in your graveyard, but how often do you draw from your graveyard?
I draw every turn.
I'll
From the grave.
add Rico Twilight Sworn Fighter from my deck to my hand. And then I shall summon him. And when he's normal summoned, I can banish one Light Sworn from my hand or graveyard and banish one card on the field. I'll banish flippin'
You'll banish this card here.
I'll banish Chadwick to the Shadow Realm.
Sherry and this one.
This card, dead center?
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, it wouldn't flip, would it?
Yeah. I mean, Archie would have no reason to try and use it, so.
Yeah, no. No, I was saying, would it flip when it's banished?
No. Well, it would be face up, yes. It would.
That's what I was asking. Because we don't have an out of play zone. Because someone's using it as a graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Slifer.
Don't be, baby.
And then I shall on. Oh, what? That's your extra deck.
Oh, that's my extra deck.
My extra deck. God, you made me go insane. I'm taking too long. I'll just activate this. March of the Dark Brigade. I'll target one Lysol monster that has a level and add it to my hand, and then I banish the same number of cards as that monster's level from my deck. Or top of my deck.
You're adding a level 19 card to your hand. Oh no.
Oh, sweet mama, how did she know?
She's on to us.
We gotta run.
You win, bye.
I'll add Lyra, and that should be that. I'll have Wolf attack
Don't forget to banish the top 4.
Right. Sorry. And yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll have Wolf attack.
I activate Mirror Force.
I activate Solemn Judgment.
Oh, mama!
Pay half your life points, negate the activation. Okay.
And because of that, he actually cannot respond with Wabaku now.
Oh, what?
Sol Morning is
No?
too high of a spell
Judgment.
speed.
Judgment.
Sorry,
Read it.
Judgment. It doesn't matter. He can't. We can't respond with Wabaku in response to that because of the spell speed.
Hmm.
So
Whatever.
So we're stuck with the 2100.
Eh.
Now I have Raiko attack.
Oh,
I see
mama.
literally no reason to not let that go through unless you have a reason. So, oh yeah, that's right.
Activate
Yeah, that
limit
fixed
reverse. Summoning Cyber Larva in attack mode.
Oh, he's got us beat there.
it. Do you want to continue your attack?
No, mama. Or do
No.
you, mama?
Stop calling me that. I want my turn.
End
Oh,
turn.
mama.
My turn.
Yeah. Good.
Draw. Set a card in defense mode, and Cyber Larva will attack Raiko. And by the way, you need to drop like many cards from your deck at your end phase.
Oh no,
I
not in
fucking
this
hate
case.
Light Swords.
Not in this case. Raiko's mill effect.
No, from the end of his turn before.
Yes, I know.
Huh?
This Raiko, does only mills if another Light Sworn's effect activates.
Doesn't he have plenty in his graveyard at end turn? Am I misunderstanding these things?
Once per turn, if your other Light Sworn monster's effect is activated, send
I'm
it to
looking
the top.
at Lumina here.
Lumina,
Unless that's a field thing.
Huh? What
Is
Lumina are you
Lumina
looking
only
at?
on the field?
Lumina's not on the field.
No, is it only active when it's on the field?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. These
If it
cards
was
are
a graveyard thing, then this would be a 60 card deck.
Yeah, the only time that a graveyard, like an effect activates in the graveyard is if it specifies.
weird. Okay. This is a weirdo deck, hence my response. Anyway. Okay then. Yeah, Cyber Larva's attacking Raiko.
Oh, mama.
200 damage. Cyber Larva has tasted first blood. Like, it's first blood. Not first blood of the duel, but you know.
I don't get it.
And I'll end my turn.
Alright, mama. It's Chadwick time. I'll place one card face down. And then, by banishing a dark monster from the graveyard, I can then special summon White Dragon Wyver Burster. And then I'll normal summon Assault Wyvern.
Okay.
And I'll have my Assault Wyvern attack your Cyber Larva.
And I will summon another Cyber Larva. Or should I? Well, I'm already in my deck, so it's no point not, but...
And then I'll activate Assault Wyvern's effect. When I destroy an opponent's monster by battle, I contribute this card and special summon one dragon type from my hand or field except Assault Wyvern.
You know what to go for, like the usual.
Wait, is it just like any card?
Any dragon from hand or graveyard, I believe there's no other limitation beyond
Okay, I didn't
that.
know if it actually mattered. Like some.
Well, if you're wanting to know like if there's a specific card you should go for, I'm not going to give you that much detail because you guys have gotten to a point where you should be able to do it with what you have on in your graveyard already set up.
Whoa there, mama. So I want to check the graveyard real quick.
I mean, where were you looking beforehand?
What?
I mean, weren't you looking in your graveyard?
Yeah. I want to make sure.
Okay.
Where is it? Yeah. Okay. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything. Wasn't a dragon. X dragon newt. I don't know. And then I'll have my white dragon wyver buster attack your cyber larva.
Okay.
Can you do any more?
No.
Okay. And then I'll have X dragon newt attack this face down.
I draw a card. Because it's Cyber Phoenix.
And then wolf attacks directly.
Doesn't matter, no battle damage.
I thought it was just from the
Larva. Larva negates it all battle damage.
Oh, I thought it was
For the
just
turn.
from attacking the monster.
For the rest of the turn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And my turn.
And yeah, that's in defense
Yeah.
mode now.
Yeah.
No one just walks in over like you fucking forgot again.
Forgot. Oh, my bad, babe.
I draw.
Oh, shut up, Archie. Your voice pisses me off.
I'm gonna set 1 monster face down and 2 spells and traps. With that, I
As
end my
opposed to
turn.
monsters.
With that, I end my turn.
My move. Okay. I'll summon Lila. And I'll switch Axe Dragoot back in attack mode. Wolf attack defense monster.
Show 'em what you're made of.
You've destroyed my Quillbolt Hedgehog.
Oh, it doesn't have a trigger effect. Yeah. Okay. It's just the way you said it. I'm like, oh no, not Quillbolt Hedgehog.
Oh, mama.
White Dragon Wyver Buster will attack you.
I activate Wabaku.
Okay. Yeah, her effect doesn't negate, so there's not really any point unless I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't negate, so yeah, there's no point. There's nothing I go through.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll end my turn with that.
Okay.
I helped you set them up, now knock them down.
Draw.
Knock what down?
Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Let me see what is that, and that. That much there. Okay. I'm just looking to see my options here.
How's it going,
Okay.
Noah?
Got it. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, first, I special summon Cyber Dragon in attack mode.
Bottomless trap hole.
Hey Jake, I'm giving you a heads up because I don't think you would know the ruling offhand. If you wanted to do this, it would still technically get around.
Oh, it would? Yeah, you're right. I don't know the ruling, so that's good. So yeah, then I'll activate half shot, bring its attack down to 1150, meaning that it's not destroyed.
It
By
can be destroyed by
battle.
battle.
No, its attack goes down, meaning that it wouldn't,
It wouldn't be
1500 or more
1500
attack.
anymore.
Would be 1550?
No, this would be 1150.
1150. I'm doing math wrong. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I didn't know that ruling, so thank you. I did not. That's a weird ruling.
If I'm remembering right, that's the ruling. If the attack drops below the 1500 point, it should be fine. I'll double check, but
let's
99%
just go with that. I
positive.
don't.
Yeah, I mean, we've been taking forever on this duel, so one way or the other, I think we're fine.
Yep.
Next, I'll activate Evolution Burst, and let's get rid of this face down.
Yeah.
Good. Next, I summon Cyber Dry. And let's open the XC's special doodad. Whoop, I dealed.
Oh, I got
wow.
Cyber Dragon Affinity!
Oh yeah, no.
Well, I
I'd
mean-
like to summon him.
Well, I mean, you know where this is going, so...
When you summon Nova, I'll torrential.
Oh, you destroyed Nova before I could? Okay.
Yeah, because isn't that like...
You just... I'm letting you go through with this, but,
Is that what it does?
Oh.
Friggin...
That shouldn't be in
Thank
my
you.
hand.
Yeah, thanks, Flan.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, you destroyed it, but, I'm activating Nova's effect. If this card is in your possession to send to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one machine fusion monster from your extra deck. Okay.
This is fucking end this duel.
Well, it's been a long time coming, but it's time for someone to make a debut. Come forth, Cyber and Dragon.
I think
Now-
one has 2800 defense. That's weird.
Yeah, it does. Now, unless you had something face down that could stop
No.
it, Cyber and Dragon will attack directly with Ultimate Evolution Burst. Ultimate
I don't feel
Evolution
like going through all
Bosco.
this graveyard.
I don't either.
Don't
I
worry.
really just don't.
Don't worry,
That is not
I
my
kind of already
job.
anticipated this. Here's the
Oh,
answer
God.
to that.
I will be perfectly honest. If Flannery, if that isn't how the ruling would have worked, I had nothing. So, oh, I picked so well on that. Oh God, there's your Scrap Iron Scarecrow, by the way. I feel so good being able to summon Cyber End. And this is the other two cards I had in my hand, but I couldn't use. Machine Dupe and Polly. Okay. So. Oh, that was satisfying at the end. Well,
I knew I could count on you, Slifer.
Oh, this is some grade A bullshit.
Chadwick, I will say this. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
And you're a first-rate bitch with a first-rate face.
I'll take the compliment.
You're not supposed to compliment someone when they're insulting you.
What do you want from me, Kaylin? I'm busy.
I expect you to end up being someone on the respectable side, or at least trying.
I didn't
it-
hear you. What?
Come on, Chadwick. Let's see if we can sell these cards for some DP. For some
Oh
actual
yeah.
Money.
I'm going to Colorado.
Gonna join the football team.
I'm gonna join a football team.
And
Oh,
maybe die.
This is the worst DARP ever. There was
Don't-
no dancing.
Maybe I'll die.
Don't you already realize that we're not even from this school? I don't even know
What?
how we got here.
I wanted the Blazers looked cool.
Yeah, and why'd you have to drag me along?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
let's
didn't
go.
drag you. You came with.
So basically, this was an entire. They were going to be faceless NPCs until everyone decided, like, let's bring the player characters from my game that I'm working on into this.
I think it was just Flannery that decided that.
I mean,
I think
hey,
it was-
I brought it up and I thought you guys agreed.
I mean, they didn't disagree, so it's bad enough. Anyway, so what do I do for this in terms of victory? Count that as 2 wins and money?
I think it was just one last time we did a tag
It would be
duel.
treated as a single victory, but you will be getting dual points.
Oh,
Okay, so 6 dual points if they're 3rd-year blues.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! I'm back at 28, and my win record is 7-5.
my win record is
Flawless.
0-1.
You have a flawless win.
I'm undefeated.
You're on victory.
Something like that.
Okay, so yeah. Well, I think we showed them a couple things. Hey, Archie?
That is for sure.
By the way, having summoned Cyber End Dragon, was there any response from the crowd?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to say this much due to all that circumstance, because that was a huge turnaround. Roll me performance.
Do I get advantage?
Who would have thought
because it
Archie
was-
would have single-handedly won the duel?
Because it was
Hold up.
freaking.
Hold up. First,
Cyber-
just roll me a performance. Now roll
Can
me
I
a
have that
second
with
performance.
advantage?
Roll me. That was for something that wasn't for what you're thinking. Roll me a second performance.
17 plus my performance in general is 7, so 24.
Well, people weren't that surprised by you using the half shut in order to keep your monster from being destroyed. The moment that you turned around and ended up bringing out that Cyber End Dragon, everyone went wild. In fact, this is probably the biggest response you've seen from the triplets. I'm going to say that Alexa just gave you a amused smile. You saw Raph applaud. You saw some people that you think you've seen the faces around, but you don't know too well, and you see Connor just start laughing his ass off.
And then Jesse just dropped his panties because he's like, "This is amazing. It's like a concert."
No, he's just watching. He doesn't care.
Julie meows at you approvingly.
That's just a regular meow. Andy, why are you meowing?
I'm not meowing. What are you talking about?
She's
Come
just
on to you.
very much. She's just very much approving of just watching those 2 strange people be destroyed by a Cyber End Dragon. I'm actually really glad that I decided to. During that time I was reading through Nova's effect because it's like, there's a second effect that I never use. What is it again? Oh, this is good. I didn't expect to be able to use it though.
I actually did not realize that you'd be able to summon a Cyber End off that. So I was like, where is she going with this?
Oh, what with the whole something that's neat as a debut?
Yep.
Well, I mean, twins. No, I used twin before. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. Anyway. So, yeah.
Well, you did good, Slifer.
Not too bad yourself, I suppose. Had a couple of cards there that came in real handy.
I'm glad you enjoyed. With that, he extends a hand to you.
And gladly shakes it.
And with that, a new ship has set. Okay. So, with that, I mean, a few of the people start walking away, but there's still some people here. The people whose face plans are still up.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna, Ayumi, Jesse, two of you have the ability to choose to do stuff. However, first, because as far as all this goes, Oliver has been off on his own for quite a while now. So with that, helps if I don't pull something in my back as I'm trying to
Who
reach
the
my
fuck's
mouth.
this guy?
Hi, son. My son! No! Give me back my boy! Oh, mama, I think I saw my son.
Chadwick,
The
you're an
sheer
idiot.
thought of you being able to
Kaylin,
procreate
you're just a
terrifies
cyber.
me.
Kaylin, you're just bullying me. I know you love me deep down.
She pulls
I'm
out
like
a
a little
knife.
teddy bear.
She pulls out a knife.
Okay.
Do you really want to say that to my face?
Oh, I love you too.
Okay, so Kaylin, we get on the boat and we leave him behind. Okay.
Oh, you can't
I
leave
do
me
not-
behind. I'm the only one who has the license to
I
drive
have-
the
Bird.
boat.
I have no problem with abandoning him. I hear there's a volcano on this island. Let's toss him in.
You know what? Sure.
What? Oh no. Chadwick ain't
All
going
right.
down without a fight.
Okay. So,
You went down
Oliver.
without a fight.
Oliver, you're going to the mixed path, you said?
Yeah.
Up.
Oh.
You're gonna get there and you'll see. I'm just using the well. The well is the hot spring for this.
Man, and the spring's got quite depressing.
You know what? Don't need them. You know what? I need. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm missing somebody that I wanted to put there. Why can't I find them? Are they already out? Oh, he's out. He's still out. Oops. Not her. Oliver, I want you to roll me a wisdom real quick.
Yeah. What about a well?
Instinct.
Instinct.
Yep.
Uh. 20. 23.
There's more people I'm grabbing because there's.
They just decided to switch to the mix side for some reason.
Oops. Nope. That's not. Those three aren't people I wanted. Don't know why I grabbed them. I grabbed them on instinct. Sorry. Doot. 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 And there was. I don't see him. Where are you?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
I don't want to be found. I ran away for a reason. Anyway, Scooby-Doo, I will find you.
You know what? I'm gonna say. Doot. 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 And he's got one more with him. Because that was, how much did you say again?
It was 16 plus. Yeah, it was 16 plus 7. So.
Okay, yeah, that's. gonna be definitely.
It was a 23.
That'll definitely be enough for you to see her.
They sacrificed Melody into the well. Oh God.
She had it coming.
Sacrifice. Wait, why am I being thrown in?
Is what she wanted.
Sacrifice! Sacrifice!
This is what she would have wanted.
Well, you get to the mixed bath and you just see right now Mikhail's just sitting around at one end. See a couple of girls sitting on the edge with towels wrapped around them, with their feet just hanging in the water, but they're not actually in. You see Juliet, Nick, Melody, and Hongchi just sitting in the water, and they're just chatting about different things. When you're walking in, there's a discussion between more like a one-sided conversation where Nick's talking to Mikhail about attack point quantum mechanics.
Like, I don't get that shit, baby!
I was just gonna and like find like I don't know, like probably like a wall or something.
Okay.
Just lean in and just take a long soak. Like
Alright.
just to because you're still feeling kind of hurt from getting static shocked.
That is fair. That is the thing you're saying. That is fair.
I'll just rest up.
Just gonna quickly roll, check something. Oh, she notices. I'm checking for someone else as well. You see once you get in, shortly after, these two start to approach. They don't end up talking with you about anything in particular. It's just a little bit of just regular chit chat. If there's anything you want to talk about in specific, you can. Otherwise, just getting to talk with a couple
Not real
people.
Oliver doesn't want to talk much.
All right, in that case, if Oliver's not gonna talk, they'll see that you're not in a good mood and end up walking away. At the very least, Melody will give you space once she realizes that was they both will. After a little bit of time, you'd say probably around 4:30. Oh, you'll see these three get up and walk out. And otherwise, everything will be fine, and then sooner or later, everyone ends up making their way out, and you make your way out as well. So, since you didn't want to go for opportunities, all right. So you're heading over to the dorms. All right. As you're at the dorms, just you want to say what you're gonna do?
I'm just sitting on these stairs here, just sorting through my cards, just thinking.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to do in particular? Call anyone out, something like that?
No, he's just sitting there unless anything else happens. That's all he's doing. Probably just waiting for the others to come back.
Nope, nothing else will happen in that regard. So in that case, back to y'all.
Okay.
Duel
Cole,
ended.
you want to give Jesse priority for now, because right now talking to Archie post duel, so he can do stuff.
Nani? What's up?
So the duel
I'm
ended.
gonna check my PDA for messages.
Just roll me a Roll me a luck for in this case.
Oh, someone's at 20. That's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
You're not getting any messages this time. However, you do see something on the Wheeler app flashing.
I'll pull it up.
As you pull it up, the Wheeler app pulls up and you see just a rotating wheel for a moment. After a little bit of time, a message comes up. I'm just gonna send it to you just for simplicity. Ow. Because I don't.
A message comes up. Wheeler, he's back from the dead.
I'm back, bitch. I lived.
I lived, bitch.
You think you could get rid of me so easily, Andy? I'm coming for you.
No. Think you could get rid of me so easily? Hong-Chi?
Of course.
It makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah, I never see him around.
I wonder why. Oh.
He's off
I'm sure
murdering
even Hong-Chi
people.
even exists.
Oh. That's
If at any point, Oliver looks at his PDA, let me know. Same for Ayumi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do. Let's think here. Well, after the duel, he'd probably just leave shortly after, or like walk out shortly after, unless there's someone to stop him.
No one's gonna go out of their way to stop you.
Yeah.
However, you will
Corn
notice
soda.
a familiar face over by the vending machines if you want to.
Hey yo, Julie, what you doing up there?
My people need
I can fly.
my people need me, Jesse. And you
Nah.
you watched a duel. You must be tired.
Don't you even. No, after that, he'd just walk out and probably just go for a walk.
All right. As you leave, Kels just gives you a wave, but won't actually stop you.
Just give a wave back as he walks out.
Well, while you're on the walk, is there anywhere in particular you're wanting to go, or just walk around?
What's the weather like today?
We said it was like perfect.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, yeah.
Slightly cloudy, but nothing bad. It's still bright.
Oh, if that's the case, he'll walk down and just hang out at the beach. Just like
All right.
watching the waves go by, you know.
You'll see a few students appear at the beach, a couple of people swimming. Nobody you recognize.
Well,
Nobody
except for
who-
maybe this guy.
Oh, mama. Look at
For the
all
love
the
of God.
babes around here. Look at-
No, that cameo's over, yo.
I know. I'm just making fun.
Goodbye, Chadwick.
His people needed him.
I understand.
Off to the volcano with you.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Anyhow,
So,
do I need to break the fourth wall and stab you too?
just at the beach for...
Yeah, just hanging out there, just watching the world go by with his
I
cat.
stop the world and burn it all. So.
I wouldn't.
All right, so. Yep, you just see random people appear and disappear. Some people chilling in the waves. Some people nomming on food. You will see Hong-Chi literally walk out of the water if you haven't seen him appear, like go there. And he's just walking out of the water in his school uniform, not wet at all.
Also, I'm not sure why, but I can't move my player piece or the cat or Julie.
You're
So,
locked apparently.
You're locked.
I don't know how I'm locked, but okay.
And be careful when unlocking because you could unlock the island.
I can't unlock. I can't lock or unlock. So
Ah, that's weird. Well, just don't touch the L button.
I
Okay, you
don't.
bullshit
No
fan now.
problem.
Anyway, we should be good with that. You can. Yeah.
You know,
you're
I can
good.
move it now.
Okay.
I was lagging. That's why.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so nothing special over there. Ayumi, what do you want to do?
Question is, as the big turnabout winner here, is there anyone who's coming up specifically, or is it all just like hanging around, chatting, like, wow, those people were weird?
Roll charisma, just general charisma.
That's a 10, so 15.
Give a 5 and oh my god.
Well, you're gonna see. Boom. Andy's obviously gonna come up and congratulate you, but that shouldn't even be a question.
Right.
Rico doesn't care enough. Archie, after congratulating, shaking your hand, will probably go off.
Right.
Raph will come up. They don't care enough. Alexa would. I could see. Nah, I don't think Kels would actually care enough now that I think of it. And Gail's gonna actually walk over to Archie. You will notice that.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as all this goes, man, congratulations! Yeah, you did good. Ref's not gonna really say anything aside from just give you an approving smile.
Right.
Of course, the perfect smile.
The perfect smile from the gayest boy.
From the gayest demon king to ever gay the demon realm.
Yeah, well.
Oh yeah, he does have that sub name still.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's about time people wanted from the blue started wanting to duel me, even if it was mostly just because of Archie. What was it, like 2 weeks ago? Most people were just like, no, I'm pretty sure they're just afraid. So.
Well, I've heard some rumors that there's talk about trying to get you into a promotion duel.
Really?
Now, I don't know how long that's going to take, but they're definitely considering it just from the amount of hard work and determination you've shown during the first month so far.
Yeah, well, it does help that I wasn't using the deck that they gave me, so. That one just looks to Alexa. I don't think there was any saving with that one. No saving that one at all.
Alexa shrugs.
Yeah, well, so. Now, I just gotta ask, those were clearly third years from their tire, but...
Actually, I want you to roll wisdom real quick.
I mean, I've seen third year tire, but okay.
Not for that reason.
8?
With advantage, just because there's a specific reason, because you would recognize uniforms a lot easier.
11?
That I can end up working with better anyways. You'll recognize, you remember Makoto's uniform. It looked like
they were the weirdo white ones, okay.
Yeah, it looked like a third year, but it didn't look like third year, based off the style. It looked, but it didn't look.
So basically, are they actually at this school or what? Because there's that other guy in that uniform that literally have never seen before or after. So
I haven't seen them before. To be honest, they looked a little young to be third years.
Maybe they skipped a grade.
Alexa shrugs.
I don't know.
Either way, you ended up beating them pretty well.
Yeah.
They didn't seem like they were too confident with their decks, though. That was weird.
Yeah, it's almost like they were. It's felt kind of like they only had maybe like 5 minutes of prep time, and even then.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Hey, did you guys hear that? Connor just starts looking around.
Connor, were you at the apothecary recently?
Maybe? Your point?
Look, I'm sure their brownies are great, but you don't need to bring those. And this is all the memes because that's something that just wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not even
I
sure
know.
if you know about that. Anyway.
No,
Yeah.
I know about weed brownies. I'm not that dumb.
No. I was talking about in-character stuff. It's like I don't think she knows about that sort of stuff.
I don't think. Would you even know there's an apothecary?
Yes.
Yeah, it was brought up
Mimi,
to her.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mimi works there.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The apothecary. Apothecary. There we go.
And I was having so much trouble saying the word during that session.
Yep. Anyway. So is there anything that they're going to bring up other than just general congratulations and, hey, you might be going for a promotion soon?
As far as just in general goes, they're just going to try and have a small talk with you.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you want to talk about in particular, you can bring it up, but otherwise...
Honestly, the only thing is like, well, I mean, hey, we got a bunch of... Well, I have a lot of you here. I'm just curious because I've seen some weird things going on lately. You seen anyone acting kind of weird around, you know? It's almost like they got some just out. They're not acting like themselves. More so, not in the general, like, oh, I'm not feeling good, so I'm gonna be acting kind of eh.
I'm just gonna use Rich Girl Dice for these rolls.
Andy, you knew this. Why didn't you tell me?
First, excuse me. Second. All those rolls are super fitting, actually.
Connor, why do you know this?
Actually, Connor's the one who doesn't know anything.
Okay, I wasn't sure how the number was going, but
I went
could've
boom,
seen it.
boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
You mean like, what was going on with, She just starts, like, fidgeting a little as she's trying to say it. Him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, after yesterday when Kylo was cooking in her under, that was weird. But she actually had. Other than that, she was fine. But yeah, he was acting strange, kind of like that. Not the I'm just not feeling myself today.
I've been hearing rumors about people acting a little off, but I mean, we all have those days. Alexa's being silent.
In that case, it's like, well, I mean, if there's rumors, then I guess that's. I mean, if there's rumors about it, that's more so than just your typical, oh, Archie's not feeling good, so he's just, acting all different and stuff. But, interesting.
Roll me perception real quick.
$10.
Let me just do this roll real quick.
I don't see it.
Nope, you don't. Don't worry about it. So as you're talking, Raph will end up mentioning that there have been some people over at the Raw dorms acting a little weird, but it usually only lasts for a couple days before they're just back to their normal selves. But otherwise, Alexa's just sitting there, well, standing really, but you know what I mean. Just there listening to all this. After a while, Alexa just ends up saying, "Excuse me," and then ends up leaving.
I
You
think she
also-
would have noticed the quiet and go ahead.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to mention something, you could have. I gave
No,
an
it was-
opportunity by.
No. Whilst noticing the quiet and then walking off, it's one of those like, okay, something probably not to talk about here, if anything.
You also notice that after Alexa's gone, Archie and Gail are gone too. You never saw them leave.
Well, I mean, was kind of surrounded by people, so that's actually not the weirdest thing.
Yep.
Huh.
In fact, you've noticed just about everybody, including the faceless NPCs that were the general crowd, have all pretty much disappeared as well.
Okay.
They're definitely gone.
Yeah, I was just getting them out of there for simplicity's sake. Well. Show's over. I guess everyone, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, I guess.
With that, you just hear Connor humming to himself. I don't need to continue the lyrics. I don't want a copyright strike.
Yeah. All right, and I guess just seeing that, like, what time is it? I think I'd even be like checking our PDA or something for that, because I don't think there'd be a clock in here.
You check your PDA. Roll perception real quick. Not for the time, obviously.
Roll to perceive time. That's a 14.
First off, you notice that it's around 4:30ish, 5, somewhere around there.
Okay.
But you also notice that there's a notification on the Wheeler app.
And what does it say?
Sending it to you via DM. You can choose to read it.
I will, because there's main server interrupted. Please alert admin. Well, fuck. Just reading that and just to herself. Don't think that's gonna be possible at this point.
And
well,
nope. Go on.
No, it just nothing to do there.
Well, in that case, after a little bit of time, Connor's gonna end up excusing himself, and you're just left with Raph and Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them are sort of talking while you're looking at your PDA and doing your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to bring up in particular?
I can't think of anything really for at least conversing with Raph.
All right.
The
He is gonna end up saying something though.
Hmm?
If you're interested in finding out about the cases of people not acting like themselves, you can always try swinging by Raw and poking your nose into it, since I know there's a few cases there.
Good to know.
But as I said, they were acting fine afterward, like shortly afterwards.
Yeah, well. This is a weird island. I've just come to accept that and look into things accordingly.
With that, he just gives a smile, nods to Andy, nods to you. excuses himself.
Mm-hmm. And now it's just... And then there were two. It's like, okay. Looks to Andy. Okay, so there's really two things we can do. One, we can go to the lab and look for the thing. Two, we can go to the hot spring and just relax after a not as stressful day, but a surprisingly harder fought day than I anticipated.
Well, Andy nods. She just seems to sort of just like go along with it.
It's her choice. That was a look. We can do the thing you wanted to do, or we could just
No, sorry, I missed the first part.
yeah. It was a go to the labs or go to hot springs. What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm fine with either. I'm good with going to the hot spring if you want. Still a bit sore from the other day, anyway. So.
Yeah. Plus, we can always explore the lab at night. It's not like anyone's gonna stop us.
Andy just slowly nods.
What? Someone's gonna stop us?
I mean, I'm just a little wary about going at night lately.
Literally everything bad that's happened to us happened during the day or the evening. So
That's not why.
why? Oh, was it that Dual Reaper thing that I was telling you about earlier?
She nods.
If it's a bunch of people in a costume, I'll beat the living hell out of them. I'm not even talking about dueling. I'll just kick their ass.
She chuckles. So is that what you guys want to go with? Is that what you're wanting to do? Go ahead and go with the hot spring?
Unless Andy gives a counterpoint, I don't see a reason not to.
She's got no problem with it. She ended up saying that you two could do that.
Yeah, no, just because of the lab thing, go lab at night instead. Okay.
Alright, so y'all go off to the hot spring.
Yep. Do you want to... I'm not sure if there's anything for us there, but if there is, you want to switch over to the other two since it's been on me for probably 20, 30 minutes, tops?
I'm actually getting ready to head over to Saji since he was the first of the cycle.
Okay, so, I'm just going to put us over here.
Saji, you end up seeing a familiar face just try and shimmy past you as she goes up the stairs.
Okay, I'll just let her by.
Alright. In that case, I'm surprised you didn't want to interact with a girl who was wearing fluffle pajamas, but okay.
That wasn't her, that was the other one.
Yeah. No, that was her. Was it?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Jennifer who was the one who had originally.
No, it's the girl with the white hair. She
Oh, Missy?
She was the only one. I rewatched that episode, so I know.
Okay, so yeah. I trust you.
I'll trust you. I know who the owner of them was. Okay. So with that, she just sort of like disappeared into the aether. That's weird, but okay. I'm not
what do
gonna.
You mean? She's at the well.
What? How'd she get back over there? I literally dragged her off somewhere else. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. It's just like weird.
Look, she's saying she doesn't. She's saying she doesn't want to go back to her dorm. She wants to explore the well.
That's perfectly in character, actually. I'm kidding. Probably. Anyhow. Oops. So, is there anything that you want to do in particular, Saji, or do you want to just go to bed?
Check his PDA, see what's on it, what the time is.
Alright, taking a look at the time.
It's 5 o'clock. You should go to bed.
How'd you get here?
I'm always here.
Since you're just checking the time, first I want you to roll me a perception real quick.
Okay.
Can you perceive time?
I know, will I? Probably not. That's a 14 actually.
You notice the Wheeler app has a notification, but you also notice that it's around 4:35. Like 4:30, 5 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. I'd say it's about 5 for you, since you would have spent the time getting back to the dorm, since it was around like that time, 4:30ish, around that while you were at the hot spring.
He'll get up and take a seat by the cliff and look at the ocean and look at like the ocean side, and that if nothing else is going on, that's it.
You suddenly see Freya pop out of her card. Don't jump! I'm kidding.
Doing it.
Do a flip.
Alright, so in that case, you end up seeing the Wheeler app has, when you open the Wheeler app to see the notification, that is the notification. Same notification that they had. And same notification that Ayumi read. Like, out loud.
Yeah, he'll still do that thing, but then he's like, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, Ayumi did say that she wanted to have a chat later tonight, so with everyone.
Okay, so with that, it doesn't sound like anybody's got anything in particular they want to do. So, want to just meet back up at the dorm kitchen? Does everybody want to just meet up? Okay.
Let's move myself over. Out of my way, Connor.
Dude.
How did I even get here?
Dude, I just wanted food, man.
As you guys walk in, you see Hong-Chi walk into the kitchen. Like the kitchen area.
He never came back.
How was your day?
And you see just a Damien at the table, just eating.
.exe.
Since Ayumi
Uneventful.
isn't there yet, he all around just like, how did the duel go?
She won.
Yeah. No surprises there, but
No.
I mean, were they any good?
No.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't know what their decks did.
Yeah.
Ayumi, Andy, you two want to make your way back?
Yeah. So it's later in the day because we went to the hot spring, and now it's later. It's like 6.
All I will say congratulations on the win.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Julie will actually walk over and just lay down in front of Ayumi, like on the table in front of her. She'll look up at Ayumi with bleeding eyes. Roll instinct, Ayumi.
It has the Sharingan.
10. I think 10 is instinct is 10, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's definitely enough for you to get the impression from a cat. You may pet me, mortal.
It's one of those, it wants pets. It gets pets.
Good. She'll sort of just like lay down and just enjoy the being pet.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you guys want to talk about in particular, or will it just be meaningless chit chat for a while?
Glancing at Damien, it's like, okay, the real question is he doing all right? Because day before, he was not. And the day before that too. But
well, unlike the first time he appeared, when he seemed like he hadn't bathed in a while, he looks okay physically, like as far as the general appearance goes. He's not stinking up the joint, but at the same time, he practically looks like a husk at this point.
okay, yeah, this is something that's really weird. I mean, I don't need to explain why. Because look, I may hate the guy, but look. You don't look like that naturally.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes, talking to you guys.
Oh.
Oh. didn't seem like you were talking. Okay.
I mean, as long as I'm not having to worry about him, I don't mind the change.
Change is one thing. This is someone looking like they're dying.
As you say that, you just hear Julie start chuffing.
Okay, what? Is this wrong? Am I wrong?
Julie
Talking to a
just
cat.
looks at you and meows.
You ever asked him what was going on, or he's just not saying anything?
I didn't ask him, but the lack of literally anything, and I do mean anything with what happened on Monday, is already point enough to say that something's wrong. Because I've had like 2 interactions with him, and both of them lead me to believe that there's literally no way he would have ignored Kyla in just her underwear and an apron the other day.
How do we know it just wasn't all an act? He just acted like that. Acted out to stand out. Maybe this is the real him now.
I'm just
Now-
gonna do a roll on Andy's part if I can find her dice. Where did her dice go?
Over here.
I was actually just about to grab it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an act, I don't know why you would act post the point of getting your head pretty much caved in with Bokuto, so.
Might have reasons, we don't know. I mean, would anything surprise you?
No, nothing surprises me anymore.
I mean, from the things that I've heard, I'm not sure that I could buy the idea that it was an act.
Yeah,
I mean,
I-
he had been here for only a little bit of time and he had already gotten busted for being a creep. I'm not sure I can buy that that was all just an act.
When do you
Well-
start acting like this? Did no one hear me, or do I
No, I
need to-
heard you, but I don't
Okay.
know.
yeah, and now, the reasoning, I'm thinking, yesterday when I had to knock him out to bring him to the other day, not yesterday was Tuesday because we skipped past it. Monday when I had to knock him out to drag him to the infirmary for Mimi, on his forehead was the eye of Widget. So
As soon as you say that, you just hear the
Yeah.
sound of metal hitting, a plate.
I mean, she was being like quiet. This isn't a actual loud conversation. This
Oh
is
no, I understand. Trust me when I say I understand.
Mm-hmm.
It still looks like he's eating. It's just you do noticeably hear that sudden difference for just a brief moment. And I'm saying that with Ayumi's type of like how she can be suspicious of people. I was taking in the fact that this would be a quiet conversation. But she would notice that. She would notice any change in the environment when it comes to a conversation like this. Especially when the subject is literally across the hall.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this is one of those like, okay, and then she like just kind of stands up. You know, I don't want to be sitting in here just all the food. I mean, it's probably been recently stocked, and I'm trying not to trying to give myself a later dinner. But so yeah, if you guys want to walk with me, I'm gonna be just stretching my legs and everything. And basically trying to I would say she's conveying that yeah, maybe here's not the best place for this conversation.
Well, in that case, roll charisma to see if you express that articulate, like, well enough without having to outright say it.
That's an 8. But if it's a performance, that's like an 11 or a 10.
I'll say performance, sure.
10. It's a 10.
Jesse, Oliver, Andy. I mean, Andy's gonna go with you no matter what, anyways. So Jesse,
Yeah.
Oliver, roll a just roll wisdom to see if you instinct to see if you understand what she's going to be, what she's trying to convey.
It's a
12.
23.
What was yours?
23.
12 and 23. You both recognize. You get the gist from what she's trying to convey.
How are you going to follow?
Yeah. I don't know. He's not saying this in character. I don't know why we're talking about him when he's right there either.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. It's actually kind of that was a calculated move, but just walk into one of the more secluded areas. You know, not quite at the dorm, but not quite too terribly far from it either.
About the tool shed.
Yes, the tool shed. The tool shed is a good place.
All right, so you guys
Hang
go
out there.
to the
We'll
tool
look
shed.
like delinquents.
I mean, Ayumi, you kind of already do look like one. I know that was a stated comment in the meta, but I'm still saying it.
I mean, you're part of the gang, so you're one too.
I mean, I didn't say I disagree. I'm just saying.
Anyway.
Uh,
Okay, so clearly there's something going on here because unfortunately I kind of had to play my hand there a bit to see whether or not just see what exactly was going on with that. So it looks like that can pick up really quiet whispers across the hall or across the dining room or across the room, so I'm guessing something less than natural.
My guess is probably someone with those weird cultist people we saw in the well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I don't think it has to do with that no Victor, because he hasn't left anyone like this, have they?
Wheeler maybe, but not quite to this, not like this, but a little more extreme, I'd say.
Yeah.
He did disappear after a while during that event. Well,
Ayumi, I want you to roll just roll a wisdom real quick. In fact, I want you to roll 2 separate wisdoms.
Seven. Ouch.
Let me see if I can end up putting any pieces together. In fact, Jesse, Oliver, there's certain things that you guys aren't going to be able to get, but I want both of you to roll a wisdom.
Just a singular?
A singular. There was something that Ayumi would be able to put together from an experience she had that you guys didn't have that experience.
That's a 13.
18.
Well, as far as that goes. Alright, so 13 and 18 you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oliver? You get the idea that if there's a possibility of it being anyone, that's probably got something to do with an item similar to your Millennium Necklace.
How would I think that? Because I don't think
You've seen.
I know the necklace can't do that.
You know the necklace can't.
Has the widget on it.
Yep, it's got the Eye of Widget, and you've also heard Kyla say that there are other things that do other things. Plus, you would have heard Ayumi mention the key-like structure and how it ended up messing with Andy.
Yeah, back when we were in the lab.
Oh, okay.
Jesse, you'd actually end up being in the same boat as Andy, whereas you both get the feeling that something about it sounds familiar, but you're not 100% sure. But Ayumi's just totally lost at the moment.
Yeah, she's thinking
mean-
back to the duel and it's like, man, I did win that pretty good.
Maybe it has to do something with, I don't know, the items similar to like the necklace I have. They have a similar eye structure to them.
Hmm.
Since Andy had direct experience, it was actually directly brought up. Well, there was one used on me that made me forget. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I mean, at the same time, it looks like something's up with him in a similar way, I guess you could say.
Wow.
There was one used on you?
Yeah, back in the I didn't know it was the same thing, but I told you that someone put like a key thing to her forehead when after everything was said and done.
Hmm. And what did it do?
The thing is, it just all I remember from it is it made me forget everything that she did. It didn't work
So-
forever, it didn't work for long, but it took time before the memories would resurface. Some of them not having come back until she just waves general vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
You get the idea she's talking since she's been on the island.
Right. And well, if that thing did that to you, I have no idea what yours does, Oliver. But if there's more of those things that can do different things, I'm not sure what this would be considered. He looked like a zombie, so maybe turning him to a zombie.
Maybe it just took away his memories. Or like
It seemed
certain parts of it.
seemed more like he didn't have a personality almost.
Maybe they took like all his maybe it just messes with his mind.
Maybe.
Memory's just a part of it.
As you guys end up doing that, I just want to roll for someone. You end up seeing see Julie start flicking her tail. She's I would assume that right now she's probably just if you're not holding her actively, she's Pikachuing at the moment. So people who aren't Jessie would notice that she's flicking her tail.
Mm-hmm.
But she seems to have her eyes off in a general direction into like the woods.
Like a heavy focus. Like
Mm-hmm. And I want everyone to start rolling wisdom. Instinct
What's that?
specifically.
that was almost a 10.
Can I
That
get a
doesn't
good
matter.
roll today that actually matters, please?
I would like to have a good roll that matters too.
Come on! Oh, that's still a 16.
Ow. Ow.
Finally got my points.
Well,
I mean, my second one.
Do I see anything?
no one saw anything.
What was it for your instinct, Jesse?
16.
You're not gonna be suffering as much as the rest of them. He wouldn't be going directly to you actually. Ayumi, you get a very very familiar feeling start to wash over you, but it's not quite as strong as it had been in the past. You notice just a general feeling of a pressure basically being exerted on you. In fact, you all notice it. Jesse, Your head starts getting a little, starts feeling like it's pounding a little bit, but you're able to otherwise fairly stay upright and not have to worry. Oliver, Ayumi, you both start to end up feeling a little bit on the nauseous side and like you're struggling to keep standing. And let me roll for her real quick. Just gotta see if...
Oh my god. Misery loves company.
Jesse, roll dexterity real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh, come on. That's a 10.
That'll be enough. As you're feeling this, you see Julie end up stumbling and falling off of your shoulder. You manage to catch her, but she's just sort of like limp in your arms. You also see Andy outright collapse. You guys will also notice that the smoke, Andy, that one, seems to be just sort of like freaking out around her as well. Not like freaking out in like a you're seeing Idna, but you're just seeing like the smoke itself is just like blurring. That their outlines are both blurring. Ayumi, at like the most that you'd be able to endure is a knee. Same for you, Oliver. Jesse, you're able to stand at least.
They're like...
Is it like continuous or?
It's going to be continuous. Give me a second. I'm just
Okay.
trying to grab something.
Would it be... is there like a certain direction where it's like... it feels worse if we like look towards it?
Give me a second. I'm trying to find something. It's... Nope, that's... Nope. I don't want the scripting editor.
Come on, Captain Underpants.
Ayumi, you're gonna see a familiar face. You haven't seen her in a long time, and you haven't actually talked with her. However, she just comes walking out of the same direction that Julie was looking in. Her eyes look outright dead. In fact, she seems to be about as have about as much life as Damien. As she starts approaching, do any of you want to try and say or do anything?
Who are you?
Hold on, actually, before we do this, I want you all to roll wisdom to see if you can figure something out in regards to her.
That's Command Knight.
That's an unnatural 20.
Wisdom, that's a 7.
Whoa,
No, it's a 5.
All right.
Oh, for you.
So that would end up being actually I'd say instinct for this anyways. So
9.
22.
And he's
Doesn't
basically
fucking
knocked out,
matter.
so it doesn't even really matter for her.
Dang, another nat. Oh my god.
Hey, I mean it's fine. He's getting some counters.
Oh yeah.
This is telling.
So, Ayumi,
Mm-hmm.
you said that would be 9.
Yep.
You got no clue, but Jesse, you can tell that this feeling's not coming from her. It's coming from somewhere off behind her. As far as to answer your question, she just looks to you. More like it, she looks through you and says, "My master sends a message. Be at the lab during this Friday. He has a task for you."
Well, next time, tell him to send a letter. I don't appreciate being woken up in the middle of the night, or whatever this is.
She looks to you. Looks back to Jesse. he wants you to fetch something for him. With that, she starts to turn around as she walks off. Let me roll just something for her real quick. Alright. I want you guys to, Jesse, you're going to be the only one who's going to be able to do this, really. Unless, if Ayumi, Oliver, one of you two can as well, but you'd have to roll disadvantage. Just roll perception, Jesse.
Come on. Come on, man.
I got 15.
Well, drop that 20. That's a 12.
Alright. Well, you said 15, Oliver?
Yeah.
You see what looks like tears as she's turning around. But she can't seem to... She seems to you like she's trying to say something else, but she can't as she walks away. With that, she disappears. You still feel the pressure weighing down on you? And after a time, it starts to lighten up. Andy will be the last one of you to start to actually be able to get back to her feet. But Oliver, Ayumi, you two take a moment of breath.
In that case, just check and see that, was Andy unconscious or no?
No, she's not unconscious. She just takes a moment.
Okay, in that case, just give a hand.
She'll take your hand and get up.
Okay. Okay. It's not as fun. It's the second time wasn't as fun as the first, so okay. And wasn't that? I mean, it's not an uncommon card, but that was Archie's card from before.
Well, either way, we got plans Friday.
Yeah, I don't want this thing to show up again.
What do you think it wants us to fetch?
Nothing good. Nothing
If
good
you
at
want
all.
it, I'll help you.
I mean, I don't think you have much choice. I think he said us, not you, not me. Us.
I don't like the idea of listening to them.
Now, you're not thinking of the big picture here.
We don't have much of a choice.
We don't have a choice, but there's something they want, and they need us to get it. They can't get it themselves, clearly. So what reason do we have to hand it over to them once we get it?
Well, that's what we'll find out when we talk to him.
Fair.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh,
I certainly don't have a good one.
Yeah, well. Can't say it's any worse than that feeling from before, so.
With that, is there anything that you guys want to talk about or do?
You think that had anything to do with the whole, Hive Widget situation, or was that just a happy coincidence?
Well,
Who knows? It could be connected to things.
I can tell you that what was causing us to react that way wasn't coming from her.
Good to know, I guess. But Still not great. And I'm sorry, did I like disconnect or something? It's just been quiet.
I
Sorry,
didn't hear.
I heard you say and then it just cut out.
Yeah, no, that was me being quiet because it's just I wasn't sure if anyone was gonna say anything because it's just been me so far. So yeah, no, that's really, really, really weird. You think that whoever's in control of her is the no victor of legend? Given that,
Maybe.
I mean, seems to add up. Given that seemed to have been Archie's command knight. Like I said, it's a common card though, so it could just be another. But
That, or I'd bet it's whoever's been who did that to Damien.
yeah, that's kind of like I said. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's one or the other, maybe both at the same time.
Or who knows? It could be the same person.
Mm-hmm. Well, like it or not, looks like we're in the thick of it. So
I think she did
What?
call him. She called whoever it was her master. So are we sure that was Archie's?
But at the same time, did you see the soulless eyes?
And he just looks off in that general direction. Doesn't seem to really say anything.
There was no life behind them. It was literally just almost talking through a puppet.
She was crying when she walked away.
Oh?
She was crying.
Yeah. So obviously something will still be there.
And in that case, it's not through her own will.
No,
At the very least.
something's controlling it, so
I guess it's our job to find out now.
yeah, otherwise we're gonna have to I don't think we're gonna find anyone who can investigate the supernatural.
Now they haven't been together in years.
With that, Julie just ends up hopping out of your arms, Jesse. She looks up to you, gives a little meow, rubs against your leg, and then just scampers off back towards the dorms.
I guess she's tired.
Yeah, I guess that's our cue to must be tired and go to bed.
I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah. Let's grab some dinner first.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, so you guys go ahead and get in dinner.
To dinner.
All right. With that, once you guys get back, you don't see Damien anywhere.
Oh, now we can start talking shit.
Yep, I was actually just about to remove them.
Yep, I'm just moving them out of the way so I don't accidentally select them.
So with that, as far as all that goes, Andy's gonna go get something to eat. You guys want to make your own food, or do you want to just get something? What have you?
She needs someone to make her food. Got it.
Oh, I'm in the kitchen.
You forgot the book.
Oh, right. Need that. Let's see.
Guess we're doing this again.
You see her end up making some sort of thing in a pot. It comes out okay, but it looks like she was literally just throwing whatever she could in it.
Oh, yeah,
It does not look like anything special though.
Oh, I've seen that soup before. You put the stone in at the end.
Stone? I don't understand what you mean.
Don't worry about it.
It's a terrible inside joke.
It is. That was specifically for Cole. Anyway, just yeah. With that luck, I think she's just making a sandwich as a matter of. What you gonna do? Cook or sandwich? Sandwich, because that is the lower and therefore not the most tasty, but still satisfying.
So are you two gonna go have one of you grab the cookbook so you guys have the cookbook on hand, or do you guys want to try and wing it?
Yes. No, we need that book.
Even
Alright.
then,
Yeah, we need it. Yeah, we need instructions.
All right, you guys. One of you goes, gets the cookbook, and comes back. What do you guys want to end up making tonight?
Let's look through this cookbook.
you just got DC'd, Cole.
Yes, I did. Still hasn't kicked me yet. There we go.
You want to borrow a D20?
Disconnected from Steam. That's weird.
Do you want to borrow a D20 while you wait?
Oh, sure. I'll be right there.
Yeah.
Jargon the stream, everybody. I'm so sorry that we keep having all these issues. I don't know why I'm using Andy's voice to apologize, but I guess it's just because she's become the super apologetic character, so...
Alright.
I'm sorry.
That's a 1.
Nat 1.
That's a nat 1.
Well,
Jesse just rolled a nat 1.
what was the nat 1 for?
For cooking, I'm assuming.
Well, we hadn't even gotten to the point of you guys deciding what you're going to make.
I don't know. He just came in, rolled, and then left.
Yes.
Cool?
Yes. Hello?
You guys haven't even decided what you guys were going to end up cooking yet. I don't know why you were rolling, and you've got more than one roll for a cooking roll.
I rolled.
The
You want to make bacon and eggs? You want to have breakfast or dinner?
Sure.
Alright, so... Eggs and bacon, alright. So, Cole, just go ahead and reconnect. In the meanwhile, while Cole's reconnecting...
I'll have to restart Steam, I think.
Alright.
I have no connection on it. That's annoying.
Alright, in that case... don't know why I'm yawning. It hasn't even been that late. Oh, gosh. Okay, Oliver. Go ahead and, if you're going with eggs and bacon, just... First off, because you would be able to just look in the cookbook, roll me knowledge to see if you, with advantage, to see if you know what you need for eggs and bacon.
Are you dead serious? Okay.
It's with advantage, don't worry. Congratulations, nothing that,
that's... I know everything about eggs and bacon. So much. It's fucking funny.
Oh, I mean, hey, it's the best. That's the best thing for you to get a nat 20 on for these rolls. Anyhow, so time for theory crafting with Jake and Saji while we wait for Cole.
What? Okay.
What do you guys think is going on this island? Go ahead and leave your thoughts.
I don't know. A lot of mumbo jumbo with cultists and millennium items. With the cards getting stolen
And what about you, Jake? What are your thoughts?
what you see is
Well,
muted. So you
I'm
can't
still
talk.
here.
Oh, what about you, Cole? What are your thoughts?
This
Also, reconnect.
sounds spoopy. I couldn't connect to Steam, man. I had to like restart it like 3 times.
Give the guy time.
Exactly. Take your time.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Oh,
What?
there it is.
Oh, good.
There's game. And I remembered the password.
I'm so proud of you. It's been 4
Everything's
times.
coming up Millhouse.
Wouldn't that be bad though?
Who invited Tosh here?
Is he actually here? Oh, no.
No.
I was happy. I just thought his piece was here. I'm like, Tosh?
I thought you really hate
Super-
that Tosh.
Oh.
They hate that
Oh, we
Tosh.
do.
I like that Tosh.
All right, so what are you guys gonna? So okay, cool. Oh, Jesse, roll
What's up?
roll knowledge with advantage.
With advantage.
Yes, because you have a
Nani?
cookbook.
Well, that's a 0.
Jesse, please.
That's a 5.
Don't
Jesse,
worry,
please.
don't worry, Oliver. You more than made up for that. He keeps trying to grab. He keeps trying to grab expired ingredients. You keep smacking his hand away every time he does.
Okay, you just have to say no.
I don't.
Go ahead and roll wisdom with advantage.
Come on. Can I get a roll
15.
today? Alright, that's a 19.
All right, and finally dexterity with just regular dexterity.
16. Again.
Unnatural 20.
Well, with all that, Jesse,
Hmm?
your eggs and bacon come out. They're good. They're not amazing, but they're good. Oliver, your eggs and bacon came out fantastic. In fact, roll me 1d20.
I rolled it.
Yep.
Am I supposed to roll one too?
Nope. Only Oliver.
Okay. Thought so.
Oliver, can you bring over 1d4?
That's the wrong stack.
I want you to go
Roll.
ahead and roll that d4.
2.
All right. So, what is your lowest stat? Strength, probably.
I mean, if that's gonna,
Uh,
it's a tie between strength and con.
Take your pick. Strength or con.
I mean,
You need to be strong to chew these eggs.
oh great.
Take your pick. Strength or con.
I like it. Does much. Do I get to add it to like?
I don't think he's gonna tell you.
Take your pick.
Sure.
Strength or con.
I'll just put in con.
All right. So right now, your con modifier, unless you have something that changes it otherwise, is going to be your con modifier is going to end up being a -4 instead of a -5. Oh, also, your injuries are healed after having done the whole thing at the hot spring. Normally, I'd end up just having you roll for it, but it's not a big deal.
I need to write that down then, because I'm not gonna remember.
Yep. So congratulations, you have the fullness bonus. That'll last you through tomorrow.
Also, it wears out on Thursday night. Got it. Cool. You got bonus.
You got bonus. Bonus bakey.
Bonus bacon.
Bonus bacon.
Let me just bring out my pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon. Never leave the dorm without it. Could you imagine?
In fact, the egg that you ended up grabbing happened to have a golden sheen to it. There we go. That's the justification.
This egg's weird.
It's probably expired. Slaps his hand.
Grabs the package of bacon. The bacon, it's the bacon itself is normal, but the brand of bacon is Goldman bacon.
No, it was actually just a live pig in the fridge, and you had to harvest it.
So, as far as that goes, you guys have your dinner. Naomi has her sandwich. Annie ends up making a really weird looking stew. It's good, but it's weird. So you all end up enjoying your meals. Yeah.
Delicious crab meat.
So is there anything else that you guys want to do tonight, or do you want to just go ahead and call it a night?
Don't talk to Jesse in our room.
After that, I'll do some studying after that.
All right. So you're gonna do some studying for about how long do you think?
2 hours.
All right. So with that, just go ahead and roll wisdom to see how well you retain.
Come on. That's 14.
Okay. You're able to get the gist of it. You're struggling with with a few parts here and there, but nothing too bad.
Oh, attack point quantum mechanics.
I don't get it.
It's a weird thing.
I think I understand it, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
What about you, Oliver? Anything that you want to do in particular?
I would have talked to Jesse about something, and then just grab that Millennium necklace and take a good look at it, be like, "Fuck's your deal," and then just meditate for 2 hours.
All right. In that case, we'll go to you two having your little discussion after. Ayumi, is there anything you want to do?
The only thing would be for two things. One, once again, the sword. Figure out what about that, and then two, if there's anything in character between these two to come up.
Annie looks actually really exhausted after everything that happened outside, so she's probably gonna end up heading to bed pretty quickly. And you're seeing that her outline is still blurry as all hell. Like it's not even like the same kind of blurry when Inna's like trying to take over or anything. It's just like neither of them are sure who should be in charge at this point.
Right. In that case,
In fact,
still nauseous from that. Oh, go ahead.
In fact, she's gonna just like the moment that she walks into the dorm, she doesn't even manage to close the door all the way. She just stumbles forwards and just falls flat on the futon. This is fine. I'm good here.
In that case, be the good friend. Just kind of tuck her in, and then like, I'm gonna go and get some air real quick because I'm assuming still kind of nauseous from that whole thing.
Oh yeah, you'd still feel a little off. In fact, you'd all feel a little off still, but actually, I'm gonna say Oliver will be fine just due to him having ended up having that brilliant eggs and bacon.
Breakfast heals all wounds.
Yep.
So in that case, Ayumi will just be out on the balcony.
With or without sword?
Without. That's a thing that, not sure if people can see it, but if they can, probably not best to be showcasing.
That is fair. That is very, very fair.
Not sure if she'll see anyone or anything, but just out there.
You'll see Nick walk into his dorm. fact, I'm just gonna roll perception for him, see if he notices you. He waves at you.
Wave back.
Ah! Ah! There we go. So you're on the balcony. For the most part, there's not a whole lot of people out and about. You hear the TV on in the dorm next door. So you know somebody's there, but you're not really seeing people enter or leave.
Right.
So, just you gonna
And then
stand there for a while, or
Yeah, just stand out there for like half hour, then go back in and start trying to figure out the sword.
as you start to head back in, roll perception.
Where's my die? Unnatural 20.
You see Professor Lee head into her dorm after, like, right around the time as you're getting ready to turn around. Like, you see her coming down the, like, just walking down the area, heading towards the dorms. But otherwise, so this way, if you want
Okay.
to talk with Lee, you can. Otherwise, you can just head back in.
Nah, it'd literally just be a, hey Lee, so how's everything coming along? I know that you said shipments are weird, but I mean, it's weird, especially with L saying they just got a shipment in yesterday and had nothing, so the other day and got nothing, so it was weird.
It shouldn't be too terribly long. Don't worry.
Nah, just understand, you know. Love me some juice. Gotta have it for parties and everything, but yeah, okay.
She nods. She goes to her dorm. And I assume you go back to yours now. Alright.
Go back.
You get back and Andy's just fast asleep.
She's out.
Yep.
Okay. So, rolling for sword. Something wisdom.
Yep. Roll me a wisdom. In fact, make it instinct. Like it matters.
20. Unnatural.
As you're sitting there, you just feel the sword start to radiate a bunch of heat. And as you're holding it, you feel the sword for a moment end up getting so hot you have to drop it. You see the blade looks like it's on fire, but nothing seems to be burning as it touches.
Putting my hand near the fire, it still hurts.
The fire is hot to your touch, but at the same time, it's not leaving a burn. After a little bit of time, where are you, my friend? I believe you're here. Somebody. Oh wait, that's the wrong direction. After a bit of time, you finally see him appear in front of you. His appearance completely formed by the smoke radiating off of the fire.
Looks like I found you, whoever you are.
He looks around for a moment. He seems a little on the dazed side from what you can tell. As he ends up finally seeing that he's not in the cave anymore. You see him just rub his hand against his eyes, look around one more time, and a single tear just falls from his eyes. It's been too long.
Been 10,000 years.
He looks at you confused, not knowing that you're making a reference.
Not knowing that this is not in fact Ayumi, but anyway. So,
Just let it happen.
well, given all that's going on, I can only assume you're a dual spirit of sorts.
He ends up standing in front of you and gives a bow. I am Shiranui Spectral Sword.
Does that ring any bells,
Uh,
character-wise?
I'm gonna say roll a wisdom with advantage.
Wisdom with advantage?
Yes.
19. Natural. Gonna be pretty damn hard to beat that.
5% chance.
Nope. Take the natural 19.
As you take a look at him and you hear the name, you feel like you've heard of the archetype Shiranui used by someone back at your school, but you never dueled the person, like back at your middle school. In fact, there was someone who had ended up giving a few of the members of your gang a bit of trouble, but they ended up being beaten pretty quickly by Emma. So you never ended up getting to the point where you felt you needed to duel them.
Right.
But as far as that goes, you know the general aspects of it. It's a warrior themed fire zombie deck.
Huh. Well, I found you. I can only assume there's a card that goes with you.
He ends up trying to hold out his hands, and you see for a moment something is trying to form, and it takes on the shape of a card before shattering. I don't have enough energy. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. I was just concerned that, well, I got your sword, but not sure if that's part of you, real, or what. Unfortunately, my encyclopedia for all this information, points to Andy, is kind of asleep.
As far as this is concerned, this sword is an heirloom that has been passed down my master's line for generations.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out bad.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Still cutting out?
No, you weren't. You're not cutting out now, but before you were.
This sword, it belonged to my master's line and had been passed down for generations. As far as I can remember, I was bound to this sword and this sword to me. With that seems to be about all the information that he can really give on that.
Does your master have a name?
He looks to you and he just ends up sighing. Unfortunately, I can't remember anything about my master.
Well, in that case, I'll just keep the save for him. How about that? Holding the sword. Or if not, then... but yeah, should be holding it still.
Alright. He just nods. As per the agreement, so long as you hold my sword, you are now my master. So with that, he gives you a bow.
In that case, I was like, well, in that case, I'm really going to be holding on to this until, really holding on to this and keeping it safe for them, huh? Clearly a joke about, no, she's the master now.
He doesn't seem to laugh or understand. He's just takes what you say at face value.
Oh well. I'm familiar with the serious type, so in that case. Now, I'm not sure if this is something that's tied to me or not, but you're out of the cave, so if you want to go out and explore a bit, that's up to you.
Unfortunately, I am bound to that sword. I cannot leave it any more than that sword could leave you if you chose to take it with you.
So what you're saying is that I will have the sword at me on my person at all times.
What
It
I'm
cannot
saying,
physically leave me.
please understand, I meant it more as if you choose to put that sword somewhere, it could not get up and walk off on its own. Just as it cannot leave you if you chose to carry it, I cannot leave that sword.
Well, no time like the present. Let's go outside.
Alright.
Just on the balcony, again.
As you go out on the balcony, the fire from the sword just starts to simmer down to just being more of a blue glow around the blade. Are you going anywhere in particular, or just standing out on the balcony?
Balcony, around the dorm, basically anywhere that Ayumi can easily get back to her room and put the thing away in case it is visible. Because she has no one she can test this theory with until later.
Well, you would know that being able to see the sword, you've never had to roll for seeing the sword once you've gotten it in your grip. You don't know if it's a matter of just the fact that you're used to being able to see it or what, but at the very
The fact
least,
that it's corporeal is the issue, more so than anything else.
Yeah, you have the general idea that it's just roll wisdom.
$12.
All right, 12. You did not mean to zoom it there. 12. You get the idea that it's probably going to end up being seen by others if someone were to take a look, but you don't know if that extends to the fire. And as far as you've been able to see, it still looks pretty rusty, like even as is. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a oversized paperweight essentially.
In that case, the fire didn't damage anything when it was touching it. Yeah, like on the wood or anything.
It seemed to leave no marks. Even as you end up feeling the heat from it, it leaves no burns on you.
In that case, just put it in one of the cloth carrying cases she has for her Bokuto. So that way it's, hidden out of sight. Does he disappear when that happens, though?
As it does, you see for a brief moment, the flames start to flicker out, and the smoke starts to fade away. As the smoke fades away, he starts to fade as well.
In that case, keep it out.
Alright. I'll just say it's a given instead of making you roll again.
Yeah.
Alright, so he ends up staying as well.
Okay. So, a lot better than that, well, I guess it's waterlogged now, but that waterlogged old cave, huh?
He nods.
Do you have any recollection of how you got there?
Just gonna do a little roll to see how much he remembers, because he will remember some, but I want to see.
Especially because,
You know what? Borrow
first
it.
time I looked, that sword didn't look like this sword here.
Oh, that's gonna be something that you mentioned. Okay. So first, to answer your question on if he has any recollection, my previous master, at some point had thrown me into that cave. I don't know why, I don't understand the details, but I had, at some point, after he came to this island a few years ago, or actually, I'm going to be a little bit more accurate, after they came to the island a few years ago, I was thrown down there almost immediately. And I hadn't interacted with anyone since. Not until then he looks to you.
By them, you mean people in cloaks of sorts?
I refer to my master as they because I cannot remember if my master is a he or she, or rather my former master.
Well, here's a bit of help for you. Points to herself. I'm a girl.
Note, you would have heard him say, or rather my former master.
Yeah, no, but
Oh, you're just trying to
explain.
say it as a joke for him, so that he knows that you're a
Yes.
girl, at least.
Yes.
I know that, master.
For simplicity's sake. And, well. So, no information on if it was someone in cloaks, like garb or anything for the cult.
He makes no mention of it.
Even when asked directly about that, huh?
He doesn't seem to know, from what you're able to gather.
Well, in that case, this is something to think about for another day, but unfortunately...
And are you still going to bring up the fact that when you originally saw him?
Yeah, I brought up the sword thing. That was an actual thing.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that was still brought up because he would have answered the first thing first.
Mm-hmm.
As for why I ended up taking on another appearance, I can change my appearance slightly to reflect a more familiar look. It's one of the few abilities that I have, but it's difficult and it's draining. And it has to, the person who sees me has to have a connection to it for me to be able to create that illusion. Whatever sword that I appeared as to you was a sword that you had connection to in the past.
Okay, well that answers that mystery. So, looks at wrist, realizes doesn't have a watch. Looks at this guy, the moon is out. Now, unfortunately, it's getting pretty late, so I think I'm probably going to be going to bed, and unfortunately for you, that means you're going to be kind of stuck in the room with us, but could be worse, could be a cave.
He nods. I will accept any position that you place me, Master. It is a tool's duty to serve, not to question.
Kind of hidden on the bed, just like on the bed, but not obvious. Under covers, that's easy.
Alright. So, you are having the sword itself covered?
Yeah, more or less.
Go ahead and put him in your bag.
I'm just put him on my table instead.
Alright.
And then get changed and go to bed.
And with that, let's go over to Oliver and Jesse. What did you two want to talk about? Because I know
He's
you
like,
guys. I thought you guys wanted to talk about something before we did the whole necklace thing.
I did.
No.
It's what's Jesse doing right now?
I would just be sitting at my desk.
Okay, so you're just studying, and Oliver's going to be doing his meditation on the necklace. Go ahead
But-
and roll me a wisdom instinct real quick, Oliver.
Okay, I'll talk after this then. What is this?
Instinct.
Instinct. Okay. 18.
As you are sitting there, focusing on the necklace, Jesse,
Yes.
you're going to notice this as well. But
Ooh.
Oliver, the necklace starts to glow. Quite a very, very bright sheen.
Yeah, do I need to replace the batteries in this thing again?
And soon you find yourself pulled away from there. In fact, you find yourself in a. Wait, where do you. Oh. Assume that this is the standard, rundown building. Sure, we can do that. It doesn't make a difference either way.
Nah, I wasn't sure if you were saying the standard, nothingness room.
No, it's not a nothingness room. It's his the same place that he had been to in the past.
Hmm.
And
And Jesse's there too.
Oliver, you see a familiar face sitting over some books, just reading, tapping along the Millennium Necklace that's also on him.
Just gonna take a look around and just be like, how do I get back here again?
Crowley looks up, looks around. He seems to have heard you, but he doesn't seem to see you from what you could tell.
He doesn't what?
He can hear. He heard that you said something, but he doesn't seem to see you from what you can tell. Because he looks around and then just goes straight back to looking into his book. Roll me a perception real quick.
Okay. 15.
You hear him muttering to himself. And one of the things you overhear is you hear him mention Eye of Widget. From where you're at the moment, you can't really make out a whole lot of what he's saying, but you definitely heard Eye of Widget, and you heard sets of 7.
What's that all about? This eye, and he points to the necklace.
You're actually asking him?
I mean, yeah.
Crowley looks around again. Is somebody there?
You can't see me, can you?
He just keeps looking around. Hello?
Okay, I'm staying directly in front of you.
Is somebody... Anyone? He just looks down. Messes with his necklace for a moment. Wonder if this thing is getting to me. And just starts going back to his books. As he starts looking through his books more, he moves the one that was on the top over to the side, and you see some familiar looking sketches. In fact, the sketches look fairly similar to the types of sketches that you saw in the in one of the journals. You see what looks like a dream catcher for one, but you see what looks like a spear with the eye on another. These seem to be a lot larger and a lot more detailed. The book in front of him, You see him flipping through pages. All of them seem to be directly related to, from what you're able to tell, it's hard for you to read, but what you're seeing, it looks like it's about the Millennium Necklace. The writing's funny, and the script is funny looking to you. It's not quite like standard cursive, and at the same time, doesn't quite look like all the words are familiar English. Most of it is, but some of it just seems to be odd. You, in fact, roll wisdom real quick. A good chunk of the script you can't even make out what it is because of, you're not sure if it's because of the way that the writing style is or the words that are being used, but it all seems to be, there seems to be a lot of gibberish mixed in. But what you are able to end up getting, he ends up flipping over to one page and starts writing down. Prolonged use seems to cause bouts of paranoid delusion. I've worn this for probably a week now. You just hear him muttering as he writes. I don't know what's going on, but it's my duty to keep looking further into this. After a bit of time, you hear a knocking at the door. Go away! I'm not interested. You hear what sounds like a girl's voice that doesn't sound familiar to you, but you hear her saying, Let me in. I've got food for you. It doesn't do you any good to be doing your research all the time without eating anything. I said, leave me alone! You hear the sound of what sounds like a dish being set against wood. I've left it outside your door. Please eat something.
Can I go to the door?
You walk over to the door. What do you want to do?
To see if I'm like a ghost or something. I want to I'll put my hand on it or something.
You try to put your hand on the handle, and your hand goes through.
Okay, I'll put my head through the door.
You try to put your head through, but your head doesn't go past the door. However, I'm just rolling for him. He doesn't pay any mind to it, but you do hear, as your head goes against the door, you hear a thump sound. So while your hand didn't end up making contact with the handle, your head still made contact with the door.
I get head banged the door. That'll get his attention.
No one wins with a headbutt.
Nobody wins. But he doesn't seem to have noticed or paid attention to it. He's still working away at his notepad, on his notebook. Is there anything that you want to try and end up getting from this? For what little bit there is?
Is there like a stack of books he's
Looking
in front of?
right now. He's just writing it down in the journal. There are some books. I'll let you roll investigation on the books. Nope.
16.
As you're looking at the books, you take a look at the books that are along the along the bookcases and all that, and you see some of them look like handwritten journals, and along the sides you see, for a couple of them, by Aleister Crowley.
Repeat that one more time.
And you see written on the bindings of a couple of them by Aleister Crowley.
Okay.
With that, you have an opportunity to do one more thing if you wish.
I guess I'll see if I can touch just that journal with the sketches on it.
As you end up reaching your hand out and trying to make contact with the sketches, you do see your hand go through it. But at the same time, for a brief moment, you see both his necklace and yours start to glow. For a moment, it looks like he sees you before poof, you wake back up. Jesse?
Yeah.
You would have noticed it looked like for a moment Oliver had dozed off.
Like passed out or just like fell asleep?
Sort of just fell asleep while sitting up.
Oh.
His necklace still glowing, though, during the entire time of it. It'd be a bit of a dim glow during the bulk of it after it did the initial, burst of light. But right after it ended up dimming down, he seemed like he was out just kind of asleep.
You good?
Oh, he's still asleep at the moment.
Oh, he is? Oh. You'll just keep trying to shake him awake then.
After a little bit of... Alright. Well, you want to say your reasoning for it? So.
Well, you got that crazy glowing.
Well, as you're doing it, after a while, not very long, maybe about a full minute's passed, the necklace starts to shine brightly again, and you just feel some shadows start to swarm around you. Not you specifically, but in the general area of the room.
Okay.
And for a moment, you feel both of you. Not all that. You see both of you appear in what looks like... where'd it go? I was actually going to use that as something else. You see both of you appear in what looks like a space just completely filled with inky darkness. Only lasts for a moment, but as the light shines brightly again, keeps shining brightly, it fades away and you both appear back in the dorm. Oliver, you're now awake.
I didn't see the darkness stuff.
Nope.
What were you doing?
I was just take the necklace off and just toss it onto the bed. And just rustle my hair. Just I don't understand this thing at all.
What happened? You just passed out.
So that's what happened. I used this once beforehand, and it randomly just put me in this weird office or something with this one other guy. At first, I didn't know what the heck was going on, because it was directly after the whole Andy incident. But apparently, it's Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowley.
Crowley.
Aleister Crowley. Only Aleister we know of is that dual spirit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He was doing something. He was investigating all the items similar to this one. You know how we kind of know there's more than just the necklace out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was kind of looking into those, and I'll tell him, what they all looked like: the Dreamcatcher, the pyramid, the eye.
Oh, it's those.
Yeah.
However, you would have
And
also seen what on them. You would have also ended up seeing like a one that looked like an actual ring as well, but the ones that would have caught your attention would have been the main 7 on that page.
Yeah, and a ring similar to the one you saw when you first got here.
That's what I was afraid of.
And apparently, I can't keep using that thing because it's just gonna make me go crazy.
Really?
Yeah, he said like for long use just gives you delusions.
Roll wisdom real quick. I want to just make sure this is a that statement being player.
19.
You noted that he only started writing that down after he had ended up responding to the sounds that you are making.
Yeah, but I don't know if he didn't have any more beforehand.
That's fair. I'm just saying that Oliver might not know if just from the information that you saw, whether or not that is a enough to end up going off of.
Mm-hmm. And all I know is this thing's just supposed to let me see into the future, not whatever the heck that was. Might have been something of the past or future. I don't know because the last time he saw me, he couldn't see me. This time he talked to me. You see my confusion.
Maybe it's an interaction if he's from the past of him looking into the future.
Eh,
I don't know, man. But
I'll call it.
if it's gonna make you crazy and delusional, try not to use it too much.
Yeah. You wanna call Alice or talk to him about that, or
I guess we can, because he's the only one we know that has any idea about those items.
have a shot, I guess.
All right. Who's gonna try and call him
Bam!
out?
It's like we're both just reaching. He's just like first.
All right. Jesse, Oliver,
Uh-huh.
just both of you roll wisdom real quick.
Unnatural 20.
15.
Jesse, you're definitely able to call him out. You both would have been able to with that. All right.
Oh well, then fucking.
I'm just saying, like, it didn't make a difference, but since Jesse got the higher of the two. However, you see Alistair appear in front of you, just in his normal outfit. Is there something that I can do to help you?
The name Alistair Crowley ring any bells?
He tenses up for a moment. How do you know that name?
Oh, because I met him.
What do you mean?
I point over to the necklace.
That wouldn't make sense. I can't imagine how you could have met him. If he just starts muttering to himself as he ends up just like leaning up against a wall. The only way that could possibly happen is if he ended up having the necklace in the past as well. But
He did. He had it on. Both times I met him, he had the necklace on.
for a moment, he just looks at you confused. I don't understand how that would happen, though. Surely if I should know something about that if that was the case.
You care to elaborate more?
I don't. Last time I tried explaining, it seemed like none of you understood, so I don't know if it would do any good to do so again now.
Well, that was back then, where this was all kind of just new to us. And now we're all just used to this. So even if what you say, we don't understand it at all right now, we can probably look back to it in the future, maybe.
With that, he ends up just sighing. Well, as far as all that goes, there's. He takes a second to think of how to word this. Do you remember me mentioning something called Ba and Ka?
Yeah. Isn't that like your spiritual life force or something?
Yes. The spiritual energy that a person has is their Ba, or their soul, so to speak. Dual spirits are formed from that essence, some more than others. For example, my name is Alistair. I am half of the man that you call Alistair Crowley. I am formed mostly from his Ba. However, there's another dual spirit out there formed from him as well. The problem is I have no idea of how to find one of them. I've got, aside from the general understandings that he had, I guess you could say I'm formed from the aspects of his wisdom and understanding, whereas I hypothesize that the other dual spirit is formed from his knowledge and memories. Anything that was a learned aspect would probably be known by the other me, essentially. But if you're saying that he had the Millennium Necklace before, if you're saying that I had that, there's no reason why I wouldn't have some sort of recollection of that.
So, if I'm understanding this correctly, you are the Alistair Crowley I saw, but only half of him.
Basically, that's how I know as much as I do about the Millennium items and the other artifacts similar to them. A lot of it's stuff that I ended up coming to understand just from my research. Some of it is knowledge that I don't remember, but a lot of it I just instinctually understand. He just takes on, his face takes on a troubled look. But if you're saying that, at some point I had the Millennium Necklace, I guess that could explain why I understand as much as I do about these things. At the same time, he starts to ruffle his own hair. I'm gonna need a moment. With that,
Wait, one more. Okay, never mind then.
Well, no, I was just gonna say he turns around and starts walking towards the door.
Oh. One more thing before you take time for yourself. This other you, this is gonna be like a one's good, one evil type thing.
He looks to you and shrugs. I wouldn't know. I never met the other one.
Go on now.
He starts to reach for the door. His hand goes through. It's just like, well, that's no good.
Hey.
Right. And then he fades away.
Well, that was something.
So you met Alistair, but not Alistair, but Alistair.
Yes.
Oh, this just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Every day this there's a whole new development.
Mm. Hey, Jesse.
What's up?
On this Friday, are you scared?
Not so much scared, but worried. Worried about what they're gonna ask us to get.
This entire thing's just been eating away at me. Just gnawing away at me. I just don't know. Like, I've done as much as I can possibly can. I don't know if it's enough or not. But now that finally happening, I'm scared. I really am.
Well, you don't have any reason to be scared. Because even if by some random chance that you're not enough, you'll have us to back you up.
He's gonna just bites his lip when he says that. Like,
But honestly, I'm expecting you to have to back me up.
I still don't see how you can really say that. But I guess if we have each other, I guess we'll be each other's courage.
Exactly. So, in order for me to have courage, I need you to not be afraid. And the way everyone else gets courage is by not being afraid.
Yeah. Now, I'll do it for you, buddy, and for everyone else. I mean, I was going to, but it just helps to reassure.
I understand. I get it. But you have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. You're plenty enough as is.
Sure, keep telling me that, hero.
He'll give he'll grin at that. Like, isn't it technically a hero's job to make sure everyone feels okay, feels good, feels safe?
I mean, a hero doesn't really have a job. It's what they believe in.
I guess you're right, aren't you?
And you believe what you hear.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired.
Yeah, I
It's
had
been
enough.
a-
I had enough magical necklace for tonight.
Yeah, and I've had enough of the plot thickening for tonight.
Yeah.
So just gonna.
So with that, the two of you end up heading to bed. And we're gonna end up finishing. I know it's a little earlier. Oh wow, I can English, I swear. We're gonna finish a little
Delicious.
earlier than normal as a result of this. So, Ayumi,
Yeah.
you're in bed, and for a moment, as you're asleep, you feel a warm sensation start to take over your body. For a moment, you see a familiar face flash through your mind. However, as soon as you see it, their features start to fade away into being a just a blur.
Knew it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. I did not.
As
That's all you
their
hear
features
as it
fade
fades
away, you just see smoke billowing before fading away, that warm sensation disappearing.
Do I need to roll to like grasp that, like recognize the face, or is it one of those blink and you'll miss it sort of thing? You get it, but if you didn't get it, then you would have missed it.
What I'm gonna say is it's along the lines of you'll be able to. I'll give you a roll. Just give me wisdom for memory. You see the face, it unsettles you, but as soon as it fades away, you forget it almost immediately.
Hmm. Well, shit.
Jesse? Oliver?
Mhm.
Well, first, let's start with Oliver. Because, did you do anything with the necklace before you ended up going to bed? Because the last thing you said was that you threw it onto the bed, so.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it got in a way of my own maintenance. I was just probably just look at it, be like, I don't trust you, and put it under my pillow.
As you do so, for a brief moment, you see Crowley's face again, and the image just ends up being you see what looks like just a split right down the middle, as half of the face turns into the image you're used to seeing for Alistair, and the other half for the man who introduced himself to you as Crowley. And with that, for a moment, you see what looks like, you're not really sure what it is, but you see something standing near the man. After a moment, that thing ends up fading away, and a glass canister is surrounding him. Specifically the Crowley part. The Alistair part has disappeared again. You just see Crowley just pounding on the side of glass. In fact, it looks like a canister similar to that which held Andy back when all of that was going down. After a moment, Crowley just goes limp and just looks out into the void. It looks like he's trying to say something, but you can't understand what it is he's trying to say. Everything just fades to black for you after that. Jesse? As you're laying there asleep, you think about everything that happened, and your mind goes back to replaying the scene of everything that ended up happening. I want you to roll me a perception real quick.
$24.
As you're there, you're standing in that area near the shed where you, Oliver, and Ayumi and Andy had been when Command Knight ended up appearing. And while you didn't end up hearing her actually say anything, as she turns around, you see the tears that Oliver mentioned. And you hear the words, "I'm sorry, Archie," before she starts walking solemnly back into the forest. You see a face that you don't recognize standing off in the distance, but you're not able to get a good enough view of the face to be able to recognize. In fact, you can tell for a fact you've never seen them before. You think that it's a guy, but otherwise, that's about all you can tell. With that, you all don't sleep amazingly well that night. At least, it won't be enough that it ends up making your sleep uncomfortable, but you're not going to feel completely satisfied when you wake up the next morning.
Mm.
In fact, you all toss and turn a bit. And Jesse does the worm while in bed. So does Oliver, apparently.
No, they're doing the School of Fish.
Anyhow, so with that, we move to the final little piece here. As you guys are all having your dreams, we cut to, and he's no longer on the table, is he?
We cut to Mark.
We cut to Mark. In front of him, there's just a bunch of hooded figures. Right now, we don't really see anything aside from a couple of dual discs raise up and monsters get summoned in front of him. He pulls out his own dual disc, and the next thing you see is him activating a spell card, and a large white dragon appears in front of him. With that, everything shatters away. And we see the end credits start rolling. Nope, Julie is not there.
End credits roll. The role of Jesse was played by Dwayne Johnson. That's weird.
The role of Oliver was played by Owen Wilson.
No, the role of Oliver was played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Motherfucker!
No, I think the only character who could pull off being played by Sam L. Jackson, probably Ayumi, in all honesty.
What do you mean? Archie would be fabulous if he was played by Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
I've had enough with this motherfucking smoke on this motherfucking plane.
Motherfucking slacker.
Oh, you fucking slacker.
Anyhow, as far as that goes, if anyone has anything they want to add in for the night, well, then actually I'm not surprised that we don't really seem to have anyone watching at the moment after all the issues we had, so.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Plus,
with
we're
that,
done very early.
it's only 9 o'clock. Besides, normally that's not the issue.
I know, it's weird. It's just weird. It's like we're usually done at 11.
At least 11. Anyhow, so with that, if you have anything that you want to say, we're going to try and actually stitch this together into being one coherent video. But if it's not, feel free to still leave your comments in the comments. Anything that you guys want to say?
Leave your comments in the search bar. We'll find it. Don't worry.
We'll search for it.
We have our FBI agents looking for it, because I mean, you all know we have our personal FBI agent after half the shit we say on this show. So.
Oh,
well,
by the way,
some people.
By the way, James, you should probably end up saying hi to the audience. No, you're being a little shy. All right. Well, I tried calling out the FBI agent who's been keeping an eye on me. He didn't want to contribute. So, anyhow, with that, I hope you all enjoy your night. What about you guys? Do you guys want them to enjoy their night, or do you want them to just, fuck off?
I hope you have a
Tough
decent
call.
night.
I hope you
Okay.
have a night.
They can do whatever they want.
Actually, if you're watching a VOD, then have a good whenever the fuck you're watching this.
There we go. That's what I was hoping somebody would say. I hope y'all
If
enjoy
you're
your night.
watching